Hi, this video introduces ReDA, Review Data Analyzer. ReDA is a web-based visualization tool for analyzing the peer review process, especially for open-source software projects. ReDA was developed to facilitate researchers in three beneficial ways: extracting and defining the dataset, showing basic statistical analyses, and indicating interesting and major problems in the project. At this stage, ReDA uses the peer review history of the Android open source project, which is based on the Jarrett system. This review history was captured from October 2008 to January 2012 by our research team. Currently, ReDA provides three main visualizers for this review history. First, the review statistic. This visualizer aims to show how the reviews and their metrics are correlated. On this page, you can find a big graph on the top and four small graphs below. From the big graph, you can clearly see about how many reviews have been created per week. And the four graphs below show the distribution of metrics corresponding to reviews focused in the big graph, which are the number of reviews, the number of patch sets, number of modified files, and number of comments. You can also focus on any data in these graphs by dragging the sliders of the filter over the desired section. Then, every graph will change corresponding to your selection. You can also click the predefined focuses to see the correlation of the data. From this graph, you can see many aspects of the data. For example, you can see that for the reviews in 2010, how the statistic features are laid out, when the reviews usually have a lot of reviewers. Moreover, you can download all the review data and the selected review data by clicking on the button on the top right. Secondly, the activity statistic. This visualizer aims to show more details of review activities for each day. We extracted 7 different types of review activities and we plot the numbers on a daily basis. We also show the release date of the Android project via the dashed line. You can focus the part of this graph by dragging the sliders on the small graph. Then, the big graph will display the selected portion. From this graph, you can see the interesting characteristics of the Android project. For example, you can see that the number of activities is very low at every 7-day interval, and, as it turns out, we found that these days are weekends. This means the project is only developed on weekdays. If you want this data, just click the download button on the top right corner of the page. Third, the contributor activities. This visualizer aims to show the viewpoint of contributors in the projects. In this graph, the bubbles represent individual contributors in the projects. The size of bubbles are the total number of contributions. The contributions are extracted into 4 types, which are create review, code review, verify, and comment. As you can see, the bigger they are, the more activities that contributor has done. The color of the bubble represents the set of activities they have done. You can see the color reference on the panel on the left. From these bubbles, ReDA can separate them into groups by the first year they contributed to the project, the first contribution they did, the contribution they did the most, or their email domain. From the menu in the top right, you can filter contributors by selecting the minimum number of activities. When selected, the graph will be reloaded and the number of contributors will be displayed below. And as always, you can download the data of these nodes by clicking the download button. For more information about the peer review and terminology, you can find it on the documentation page. To the best of our knowledge, ReDA is the first web-based review data processing and analysis tool. This prototype does not only facilitate researchers, but also helps project managers and users in the community to point out the problems in their project. For future work, we will continuously improve and develop more visualizers and support more projects. Try it out today. ReDA is available at the following URL: reda.niced.jp.